Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is deep, y'all. I'm from the deep, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see.
Showtime. What the hell was that? I was having a nasty dream. Oh shit, but the show must go on. Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is, and I'm back with a middle of the week vent session. And before I get started, I would appreciate if any of you humans out there would hit me with a subscription, turn on those notifications, and smash that like button. My name is Jaime, and let's get on with some vents, shall we, humans? So it was fucking Halloween. You know, the shit went by. You know, it went by real quick. Seemed like it was like a Halloween month this year. It had fun. I was with like the decorations, seeing all the costumes, seeing people dress up early, seeing the haunted house stuff. You know, everybody in the spirit. It was awesome. You know, it was cool Halloween. Weather was kind of all right. It was like, you know, it was kind of weird. Whatever. But anyways, Halloween was pretty decent. Pretty cool in the first new house. Where we used to live, we didn't get like nobody. You know, we just leave a bowl outside and hopefully somebody would come through or something before the ants came and got the shit. But we had some pretty decent numbers, man. We almost ran out of candy. It was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't no like historic, like, you know, trick-or-treating, but we were wondering, like, we were worried because like there's so many houses by us and we were just like, man, what if we ain't got enough candy? You know, shit like that. You know, what the kids going to do? They're going to start tripping on us. But anyways, it was all right, man. It was a pretty good time. Like I said, we had just had enough of candy. We had enough and still had a little bit left over for ourselves to have a little fun on the snacks. You know, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool right there. But anyways, you know, it was kind of crazy earlier, man. I was falling asleep on the job. You know, it's kind of like somebody we already know, you know. But on Halloween, man, there was some things I got to vent on because not only was it cool, like I said, the weather was all right. Kids got a little rain towards the end there. There was a little rain spill, rain delay. But there was like, when I was younger, we didn't give a shit about the rain. We were some troopers. Runny makeup in the face. It made the costume scarier. Or it was most of the time the cheap, if we had the cheap ones, it was like plastic shit any damn way. You know, your clothes was getting wet. Whatever. We was going to get some candy. You know, we'd have that pillowcase full, man. There was people with these little tiny bags. All these kids had like these little fucking bags. I'm like, what's going on here? What happened? What happened? You know what I'm saying? I was almost like, should I put more candy in there because your bag is small? But then you're going to have to go in early. I don't know what's going on here. You know? Then, some of the kids' costumes, I'm telling you, man, y'all got lazy as hell. Some of these kids got super lazy, man. It was like lazy in more ways than one. But like the parents was out here taking some of the younger kids out. And they had like way cooler costumes than some of these kids out here, man. They went all out more than the kids did. Some of these kids just had like a couple of like black circle under one eye. I'm like, what are you? The RCA dog? Like, I don't get it. What's going on? Another person was like, the other person was standing next to him, had the other eye done. It was like they were standing next to each other. He had the right eye and the other kid had the left eye done. I was like, I don't know. Did you guys fight? What's going on here? What's supposed to be happening? I didn't get it. But I still gave them candy. But the parents had like sweeter costumes than the kids. That's all I'm saying. They were like they did more effort than they did. That's all I'm saying. Some kids had some cool shit, you know. I'll give it to you, but there was more parents had like cooler costumes. That's all I'm saying. So shout out to the parents for hooking it up on how keeping the spirit alive. Because some of these kids was like, you know, dwindling the spirit away. But y'all kept it rolling. Y'all kept it rolling, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all big time. And the other way these kids was being lazy. So it was getting close to like, they say over here, you can trick or treat as long as you keep your lights on or whatever. I don't know. There was like, I guess it was like you could trick or treat late, I guess. And so it was getting towards the time where it was like, we're going to shut our light off and shit. And there was some last stragglers coming around. So I get a knock on the door and I go open the door and there was like two older gentlemen at my door. And I'm like, oh shit, are these dudes about to try to rob a motherfucker on Halloween? Like, what's about to go down? It's like, that guy on the right's kind of big. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ready. I got a bowl of candy. So I'm just like, damn. You know, this is like, I'm like already like looking at situations like, oh my gosh, you know, what do I do? And so I'm like, this is like sketchy feeling, you know, and these two dudes are there. And like I said, the one dude on the right was just like this giant man. So they like, the giant man reaches out with this little purple bucket, this little tiny purple bucket. And he was like, trick or treat. And like I said, I was like, what is going on here? So I look at this dude. I'm like, man, where's your costume? I can't be quiet. I can't hold it in. You know, it's just the way I am. I can't, it's gotten me many times in trouble. I can't just hold it. I was like, where's your costume, man? I like didn't want to give him candy, even though he was like a giant guy and probably could hurt me. So I looked at this guy like, you know, hurting my neck. I'm like, man, you're almost blocking my porch light, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where's your costume, man? And he's like, my daughter's in the car. She's cold. I was like, what? I was like, and the other guy said, like, didn't even say nothing. He was like defeated already. Like, because I looked at him like, what? And then I wanted to hear this dude's excuse, and he didn't have shit to say because it was just the same, because it was going to be the same answer. My kid's in the car, you know, being warm. I'm like, what the hell is going on, you coddle little babies? You at least could have put him in the driveway and let me see the costume, man. Otherwise, you bring your giant dad up at the door. You know, who knows if I was having a Halloween party, we had a crew over, and then Sasquatch could have got beat up. Or I would have just shut his foot in the door trying to save my own life because he's a big guy. And I'd be like, you know, trying to shut the door and helping everybody would help me hold the door closed. Or he'd fold my door in half. He'd just be like folded up like a wallet. But it was just wild. The kids, they were sitting in the car and making their parents go up to the door. Like I said, shout out to the parents. You were keeping the spirit alive at least. But these kids was like, man, lazy. They were super lazy. Super lazy. We used to go nonstop. We'd go nonstop till they nobody was giving candy no more. I'd have a pillowcase, like just gigantic pillowcase full of candy. It's just full of candy. But I could see why maybe you guys didn't want your kids to go out that long, because sometimes you do those early ones. If your kids are younger, they do them like trunk or treats, where you meet up at like a church or a school and they fucking like everybody just got all kinds of candy already. And then you get like all this early Halloween. You all get like a different, it's almost like a Hanukkah Halloween or something. Because it's like a week long. Because you guys will get all these trunk or treats before the actual holiday. So that's probably why. That's probably the reason why the kids are all pooped out on the actual day, because they're already crashing from all the sugar. They got all week. So all them trunk or treats are just like, you know, it's like shoving Christmas in your face early. Like, there's already the fucking Hallmark channels already got fucking Christmas shows on. Halloween was just fucking Sunday, man. This is only Tuesday, Wednesday? It was only fucking Sunday, man. This is only the 3rd. They're already just like, Christmas, you know what I'm saying? It's here. They're fucking ready to just throw it down your face already, man. You just go in the stores now. The music's on the store. I'm like, I was in the grocery store, like, oh, shit. They're fucking trying to time warp a motherfucker. They say time travel ain't possible, but they're fucking trying to make it seem like fucking shit's fast forwarding. Like I said, people say time's speeding up. I'm like, man, Halloween was just like, it just don't feel like yesterday. You know, it's like, damn. They're just shoving Christmas right in there. And then when New Year's is done, there's going to be like summertime. No. Probably. They're going to just be shoving it in their face. And then they're going to fool us because we still got February and January and cold-ass March. And cold-ass April. Yeah. We don't get no, you know, like I said, people say we get the 4 seasons. I don't believe that shit. Because lately we haven't got like no transition weather. We've got no transition weather here, and it pisses me all the way off. Because it's like, how does like it just be like, okay, now it's summer, all right, and then we get like, okay, it's 90 fucking degrees all the time, or 80 and humid as shit every summer, and then you get like, and you get a couple little nice days where it's cool at night, can have the windows open and shit, and like be all, you know, chilling, but it's mostly sticky and hot, all right, and then right there it goes like just like this summer just left, man. It was just like, oh shit, here we go, cold. You know, there was really not really a fall. Like the trees still have fucking leaves on them. And fucking Halloween is already gone. It's already November, and the fucking leaves still got trees on it, and they're green. They're supposed to be changing. That's why the trees, I'm telling you, that's why time could be speeding up. The trees are like, hey, man, you guys are fucking hurry. What the fuck's the hurry? You know what I'm saying? And then we already got snow. Yes, we already got fucking snow. They're just speeding shit up. They're speeding it up too fast. They need to slow the fuck down. Like, give us the 4 seasons back. Y'all are trying to, like, cut them in half. You're trying to, like, cut 2 out. You're trying to cut 2 of the fucking seasons out. And I'm not for that. Damn. Just leave the seasons alone. Like, slow it down a minute, man. Because they're, like, just cutting them away. It's crazy. They're going to start cutting holidays away. What are you talking about? It's only Christmas. It's like, where's summer? I don't know. Tomorrow's Christmas. They're going to just be cutting shit away on everybody. We're just going to start believing it. Like, hey, man, I guess tomorrow's Christmas, yo. What are you doing for Christmas? You know, you got tomorrow off? Yeah, man, I got tomorrow off. Cool. What are you doing next week? I don't know, man. Next week's Christmas. Shit. It is Christmas, man. We should hang out after we see the family shit. I don't know, man. I got a lot of family shit. Yeah, that's kind of true. Why, man? It's Christmas. Again. They just be making you spend all this money and just be cutting holidays out. It's going to be just always Christmas. But anyways, like I said, you know, earlier I was just playing around, you know, like I was sleeping on the job, you know, like somebody we just saw, man, Mr. Project 46, the dude who's representing our country, the guy who's in charge. Again, old ass dude. They're always super old. All those guys in the house and all those politic things that control this place in the government, they're super old. And like the young ones are just assistants. I mean, that's what it seems like, you know, until the scandals come out. They were just interns and assistants. But all you old dogs, it's like so you can run the machine, the fucking machine. You're really nurses. They just ain't really telling the truth. They're probably AKA nurses. They all got a nursing background because they got to run your machines with your old asses. But this dude fell asleep at the GOP summit or something, or some kind of fucking summit. You know, my man was on TV too. They had the video on him, and he's chilling. And he's just like, and the good thing he had the mask on because he probably did the drop jaw. You know what I'm saying? The drop jaw is when, you know what that is. Like, if you ever with somebody in the car and they fall asleep, I'm usually the one that does the drop jaw. Because if I don't have to drive, like I usually have to drive the most of the time. But when I don't, I'm usually exhausted from work or doing whatever doing. And when I have an opportunity to just relax, I'm out. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And then the drop jaw happens. Because that's when everybody falls asleep. And if he had the mask on, you didn't see him like, you didn't see that shit happen, but his eyes closed and he went out for a minute, and that whatever the machine they had on him zapped him up like, wake up, dummy. You know what I'm saying? He had the earpiece on. He's like, oh, shit. You know? So that was just my little tribute to Project 46 is falling asleep on the job. And then my man went to the Vatican. His ass went to the fucking Vatican, and he looked lost as shit. Like, he come out the limo, and they were like, he's just like fixing, like, where the fuck am I? Like, he forgot where the fuck he was. And then he's like, he meets the fucking Pope, right? And the Pope's looking at him, and you could see. You ever see that song where they're like, it's written all over your face? It's an old ass R&B song. It's written all over your face, and you don't even have to say a word. My man was like looking like he had this face like this, like this fucking dude. Like he was like, and on TV, like a shit's on video. Look at how he's looking at everybody. Like, oh my god, like let's fucking get over with this shit. So then people are going to see the fucking Pope. And Biden's over here trying to shake everybody's fucking hand that walks up. He's like, oh, and he's pulling his hand back. Like, oh, he's like fucking doing the hokey pokey and shit. Like, oh, he's pulling his hand back and shit till he gets the fucking clue. Like, they're there to see the fucking Pope. Not there to see your old ass. All lost looking. Then he finally decided, I better just hold my jacket because he don't know what to do with it. He's like, I'm going to just keep reaching every time because he's going to reset. He's going to reboot the fucking short memory over there. Short memory intake. It's going to be all fucking... He was just trying to reach. It was like a fucking remix. It looked like you were watching a fucking NFT or something. He was just like fucking... It was like fucking looped. If y'all make that, come on now. Give me the slice. Don't forget to throw your homie a slice of that. But man, fell asleep on the damn job. And then he's fucking making money that ain't nowhere. That we don't really got. And giving it away to people that ain't even from here. Look, if you want me to look away and you want me to stop bitching, you better give us like a bigger stimmy. Or something. Throw us like a big chunk of that shit. Look what those fucking foreign people are getting. If that's fucking true, that's crazy. You're giving them like fucking somebody's like some people that like high middle class people getting like some high like annual salary all at one time. That's just crazy. Psh. That's bananas. If that shit is true, that's all I'm just saying. Like, come on, man. Hook us up with some of that cheddar, and maybe we'll turn it aside till you're out of here. Because everything costs a lot. Thanksgiving's going to cost a lot. You know, turkeys are probably going to cost more than ever. Buy them early. Don't buy them all, though. Leave turkeys for other people, man. Because, come on, it's a truck and turkey. Well, everybody knows you got a lot of turkey for like the whole damn week. You don't need fucking more than one turkey. So don't go crazy like you did with the toilet paper and shit. There's turkeys for everybody. Turkeys are big as fuck. Sometimes you probably get rid of turkey. Even like your pets and shit would turn the shit away because you had so much turkey for so long. Even your pets and your fucking dogs would be like, fuck, turkey again, motherfucker? I don't want that shit. Fucking look at it on the ground a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like my stomach's all fucked up and the dog's like, you see what it did to my stomach? You know, you guys made that eye contact and shit. They both like, psh, psh. You know, that's why I'm leaving it on the floor. And I'm like, fuck it then. You know, and then you threw some out in the garbage or whatever, and maybe some ants got out there in the summertime. And the ants fucking, you know, the ants got out there in the summertime when you have turkey in the summertime. I'm just bullshitting. But I'm just saying, let's say ants got out there in Thanksgiving. They survived in the fucking winter in the cold-ass Michigan, and they make it out there, and they ate so much turkey, they fucking leave it alone. You go out there and still see it. Fucking stray animals fucking leave it. You see turkey just sitting out there. So just don't buy all the turkeys. There's going to be plenty for everybody. I might have exaggerated a little bit. But people could buy all kinds of shit, man, and give everybody a chance, man. Everybody wants some cranberry sauce and shit. And some fucking sweet potatoes. Just don't buy them all just because you want to fucking buy them. You know, like, oh my God, I made 4 pounds of fucking sweet potatoes. Some people got to make 4 pounds of sweet potatoes. Or you see somebody in line and they got like enough for like 20 trays. It's like, shit, you better be going to a fucking homeless shelter with that shit. Otherwise, go put some of them damn things back so everybody can have it Thanksgiving. Damn it. But this old dude keeps falling asleep on the job. That's all I'm saying, man. He keeps fucking falling asleep. He's doing all this shit that's looking worse and worse. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, because it's like every day. You could go on here and vent on the guy, just him, every day. It's crazy. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome. But it's also kind of like also it's like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not so funny because he's also in charge. You know what I mean? So it's like funny sometimes, and then it's like reality. It's like, yeah, you know? So it's like all these people are always like, you know, and it kind of makes us look bad in a way. Kind of makes us look in a bad, and people are having fun all over the media. You know, before we're, you know, we can't do that anymore. Before they try to cancel all this. You know what, the cancel culture thing? I kind of feel like they may not win this battle. I mean, it might have worked for a couple things and things like that, but people are coming back from all this stuff already. Because it's, like I said, especially like comedians, it's going to be too tough. Like I said, that's a big hurdle. Because it, you know, it affects the freedom of speech. You're messing with the Constitution type thing. Like the cancel culture, I feel like they got a big battle ahead of them. And it's probably going to, you know, be a lot of injuries and people, you know, going deep on the benches because the freedom of speech is, you know, we're valuing the heck out of it, and it's, you know, getting fucked with right now, and we are trying to battle it as much as we can, and we don't need any more things to mess with it. Especially everybody who's looking for their own representation properly and all these things. I mean, it's going to be hard for people to represent anybody if we can't speak or if we can't speak freely. You know what I mean? And we have to have our own opinions on things and all that. Even if we respect who you are and respect your whatever, we should all still have our own opinions, whether anybody agrees with them or not. You're a dummy, you know, you're smart, you know, I don't like what you said, but this is this, you know, but you're still like really funny. You know, you might have a stupid, you know, thought on whatever you believe in. You know, you could believe, in a balloon man God. Your God is like made out of balloons. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, this dude's fucking nuts. But man, I like hanging out with you. You're really fun, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff or whatever. Because you should be able to believe in whatever you want. But also have friends, different friends of all kinds. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's all this stuff just creates too many fucking boundaries and lines between people. And I'm just like, I think we should just break a bunch of that shit up. Because there's already enough, you know, boundaries and lines between everybody as it is. But who am I? I'm Jaime, and I'm just here to vent. Well, speaking of some shit that's going on, they're coming out, and it's already out here. It's already, not here, but it's like in China already, I think, over there. Robot medical healthcare providers. Robot healthcare providers. So basically, they're robots now, and they're providing people with healthcare of some sort. And they named it like Grace. I don't know what the initials stand for, but I think it's called Grace. And it's this female sounding, you know, voice. And it's a machine. And this is creepy. This is feeling like that movie Elysium and shit, man, when they fucking had like, my man got fucking radiated and the fucking doctor didn't even, it was a fucking robot, was like, hey man, you're all fucked up. You're not going to make it. Here's some pills for the pain. See you later. And sign here. And just gave him a script right there and told him to go home. Like, this is what this shit's going to be like. You don't want to fucking, like, the robot's not going to be that calm. Just because it sounds like a lady or looks like one, even if you put a lady face on it and it's like a pretty lady, you would still slap it with bad news because you know it's a robot and it's not a human. And that's when they're, that's going to start another crap because they're going to be like robot rights. Like, I can't believe you just spit on that robot. And that shit, I don't even want to go there. But I ended up going there. I end up going there anyways because the robots are coming here trying to give you health care. And what about like robot therapy? Like, what's the robot going to do with like Siri's voice? I hate Siri as it is. Siri pisses me off already. Siri gets on my nerves. I be telling her to call my sister Marty. And she'll be saying something. I don't see this in your contacts. I'm like, call Marty. And she was like, and I'm like, God, oh my gosh. Like, I just want to hit Siri sometimes. And like, if this robot's over going to tell me some bad news, like, your foot is broke with Siri's voice, I'm going to be like, damn you. Whoosh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just can't stand the Siri voice. So you'd have to make like a different voice because I hate Siri. She doesn't listen at all. Every time I try to voice text, she just don't understand my ass. So I would hate it if you use that voice. It would just not work. It would not work. It would cause problems. So you're going to have robot therapy, dude. Like, we're going to have a robot like, how do you feel about yourself? And then you're going to have to wait for the like, boom, so you can respond to your fucking therapist. Is that what's going to be happening? You're going to fucking wait for the fucking little tone so you can talk to the fucking robot? Like, it's going to say on its fucking eyeballs or something like, listening. Or some shit like, I'm listening. And then you got to fucking tell it that fucking what's wrong. Like, people just ain't giving me, what I'm saying, the right respect. I don't blah, blah, like all this kind of stuff and this and that. And the robot's like, listening, just going off across fucking eyeballs and shit. Or its forehead. I don't even know what kind of robot it is, or to make it human-like. Is that what's going to be fucking happening? You got to wait for the little tone to fucking talk? And how does that make you feel? Fucking robot telling you. Like, man, where are you? Who's controlling this shit? I would like, this is the horrible therapy. You know what I mean? And you probably hit him like, chicka-ping. You know what I'm saying? Smack the therapist. But then you piss off that robot and it might, snap you in half. And your foot's more than broken, and then you're fucked up. The robot would be like, nah, you're fucked up. Error. Now you're fucked up. The robot's coming for your ass. I'll continue. So funny news story. Some woman, I think it was from Europe. I don't remember where this was from, but I don't care. This woman faked, her and her husband had this plot, okay? This was a team. When you got that one, you found the one that you marry and you guys got that fucking team. Your partner in crime. You guys are just, you Bonnie and Clyde, you whatever, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? So you found one. And you guys plot to fake your own wife's kidnapping. Her and her husband faked her kidnapping, used that ransom money for a big-ass bingo tournament. Yes, humans, they used the ransom money. Like, we want this much money. I wonder what the buy-in was and the jackpot, because they said they used whatever that ransom money was. Or like, oh no, they said they'll give her back for like, what if it was like some cheap shit? It was like, yeah, for $500, they're going to save her. I can save her for $500. And the buy-in was $500 for this bingo tournament. I don't know how much it was, but they used that ransom money supposedly to go to this fucking tournament and play some bingo. I'm sorry, but that's just great, man. And they're old. They're like an older couple. They got a picture of them. I couldn't find the picture, but they say there's an image. Every time I pulled up an image, it was like some fake, what do you call them? Like a shop photo. You know what I mean? Like a stock photo or whatever. But I haven't found the real picture yet. It's just funny, man. So they use that money, and I wonder how they're going to charge them, because like I said, they're super old, and it's super illegal what they did. I mean, you faked a crime. You know what I mean? You like staged a kidnapping, man. It's like a big time crime. But so yeah, we'll have to see what they do, because like I said, they're super old. That was super illegal, and I wonder how they're going to be charged. It's interesting. Another thing I found interesting, I found this weird ass rumor, and like I said, I don't know if it's true, and I don't know if it's a rumor or paranoid news even. Maybe it could be paranoid news, but it's like rumor shit. I was like looking through and I'm like, whoa, what did I just scroll? Like, you know when you see those bold titles when you're looking through some, either newspapers or online news or, looking at some things and you see this bold, like just catches your eye. Well, this one was like, I'm just going down and just reading little topics, crazy things happen in Florida. More crazy news in Florida. Florida's got some crazy dudes, people crazy in Florida. And I was like, damn, and then all of a sudden I saw this one that caught my eye. It was like 55 years after his death, Walt Disney to be thawed out in an attempt to revive his body. And I was like, whoa. But like I said, this could only be a rumor because you hear a lot of fact checking and a lot of things where some of the family members say themselves, this story isn't true, that he froze himself in an attempt that he wanted, if the cryogenic or whatever, however they put him into sleep, I think I'm thinking like cryogenically freeze him or whatever. And if the technology is good, they want to revive his life and try to reanimate him in the future whenever the technology is available. So they say that in this December of this year, that they were going to thaw off his frozen body and attempt to reanimate him. But I don't know if this is just some paranoid news, like rumor shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that say it's not true because the person who wrote this biography and all this stuff had some bogus research, and some of the family members themselves say, like I said, that didn't happen this way, that he was cremated and a lot of things like that. But they say he didn't want a funeral and he requested one himself, and then so there's a lot of weird things, man. And then there's some people that were close to the family say it did happen, and some of the members are saying no, it didn't happen. Y'all are bullshit. Y'all quit playing. And so it's kind of weird. And they say that they made the movie Frozen, so you would search something other than Disney when you search Disney and Frozen. Walt Disney freezing himself don't pop up. So now you can see the movie pops up of Frozen and shit. But so we don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if it's true or not. But it's still wild. It caught my eye, this article. But if it's true, next month, December, they're going to fucking thaw this dude out. And then we're going to see some crazy Disney movies. Or he's going to be pissed off at all this CGI shit. He's going to be like, what? You guys ain't drawing no more? What the hell? He's going to get mad as shit. And I think he only, and I think he had some health issues back in the day. And he had to lose some, I think he lost a limb or something in an organ. I don't know exactly for sure. But I want to say they had some kind of health issue or something, and they had to do something like that. So I don't know, like I said, if this is true story or not or whatever. But I heard he was also cremated when he passed. Like I said, there was some family members saying that he really was frozen, and some are saying that he was cremated. And there's paperwork that shows that he was, cremated and all these things. So it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird story. Like I said, you don't know if it's paranoid news, some kind of rumor shit going on, or if it's true story, because sometimes they don't always tell us the truth anyways. And then you find out some things that are, somebody said was happening and they said, no, man, he's bullshit. Don't ever talk to that guy. Ban him from Twitter, ban him from Facebook, ban him all over the place, shut his social media down. And then all of a sudden, just a few years later, like a few months later, they're like, oh shit, what that guy was saying was true, but he still can't say nothing. Shut him up. Keep his social media down, till he had to make his own shit. So you never know, man. You never know if it happened or not happened. But who knows, humans? Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, they don't tell us nothing. So we could have heard this story when it was supposedly a fact. And then now that it came out to this, new shit, they can just change the news as it is. Like, no, this didn't really happen. Pelosi isn't really doing, insider trading. They're just going to look by and just ignore the shit. Come on now. Come on. Like everybody's sleeping like my man was at that fucking meeting at the summit. Everybody's just like. Come on, I don't think so. And I'm offended that you think we think so, because we ain't doing, it's starting to come out more and more like this looks trashy. This looks weak, and we don't like it. And I'm sure I can say we because I'm not alone on this when I say we don't like this stuff that's happening. But I also was looking around and I found a fun fact. Another fun fact on how awesome our government could be sometimes when they just want to just not tell you about something and they just like throw it in, they throw it in like documents and then, hope that you're just going to look past it and go for like, oh, the poodles. I got some labradoodles for sale. There's some labradoodles for sale. And you're going to look past the article that seems to say in 1958, there was a 7,600-pound nuclear freaking bomb that was lost off the coast of Georgia near Savannah. And they never found that shit. Yeah, humans, they never fucking found that shit. They never found a fucking almost a 10,000-pound bomb by a beach. And they haven't found that shit since 1958. They're like, oh, just like, throw some sand on it. It'll be okay. Yeah, humans. There's like right over there in like a high tourist area. The beaches, right there of Georgia and Savannah. Like you see brochures everywhere. And there's a fucking bomb like just off the shore. What if you're fishing and you drop anchor and you just fucking the person who finds that? Now let's say somebody does find that, and who are they gonna fucking blame? They're gonna blame somebody they're gonna say it's an attack, and then shit's gonna go fucking, and the government's gonna know like, oh damn, that was that Georgia fucking thing, that was that Georgia Savannah bomb, and like, no, it wasn't. It was the Middle East. And they were fucking like, yeah. And then war starts over one of the little hiccups. You hear people finding like claymores and like landmines all the fucking time that are just left over. People just fucking left and decided just to, whatever's left is left. Like whatever's whatever. That'd be crazy if you were in like Vietnam, like nowadays. And, it probably still happens. Like I said, I feel bad for all your families out there. But I'm just saying as an example, like, say you're walking down the, street and it's now 2021, and fucking, somebody stands on one of those and then boom, and it's fucked up, because you can be like, oh, what are you supposed to say? Oh, that was a good one back in the day. Oh, that was, you guys fucking put that one in a good spot. No, man, you guys should have fucking cleaned that shit. You shouldn't, like, you left the fucking weapons in the other spot just recently. That's the kind of shit, we do. That's messed up. It's fucking messed up. A big ass nuclear bomb just chilling somewhere in the ocean. By the fucking beach. By a beach somewhere. Watch out, scuba divers. Somebody's going to be like, I need this like stone off this fucking rock. And bam. That's it. Big ass hole in the earth. Tidal waves everywhere. Dark cloud in the sky. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how deep it is. But shit is real. Big ass nuclear bomb off the coast of Georgia. Near Savannah, and they never found the motherfucking thing. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. I know what you're thinking. That was like the face you make. When you realize that there was like an outbreak of some sort, like in the last, last 4 elections. That's what it seemed like. There was one of the last 4 elections, like 2008. You had the swine. 2016 was the Ebola roller. And then now we have the vid. It's like every year. Like, let's see, is there anybody that's going to come? We're going to have a candidate that comes with cures. They're going to be like one like, dun, 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 healthy motherfuckers. Like, I'm preaching health. Y'all are good. Y'all are saved with health. I was like, we're going to have a candidate with that whenever that one comes. But it seems like what's going to be the next one, man? Because this is crazy. It seems like these last few of them have had this with them. And they've all been attached. It's kind of suspicious. And that's the face you make when you realize that they're just like, hey, man, I just did that. It seems like there was one every time there was. And then you got that face like. But yeah, we need a candidate that comes with cures this time. We need one that comes with cures and not another outbreak shit. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would smash that like button. Hit me with a subscription and turn on your notifications. My name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.
Yes, yes,